Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a full breakdown on how you can 10x your coaching business in the next 90 days. Here are the $300,000 secrets. This whole video is based on data and statistics and successful coaches that have actually done this. I've been watching all these coaches for the past couple of years since I was start of 14. I'm 17 now, so I've been studying them for a long time. So this is all based on data. This is no guesswork. This took me 2 to 3 hours to set up, so make sure when you're watching this full video, take out a notepad, delete your tabs, and just write notes on everything I'm saying because this will you would definitely get at least one valuable thing out of this video. Whether you're making 50K a month, 100K a month, or making 1K a month. Let's get into it. So this is going to be a deep dive into the systems, strategies, and psychology behind successful coaches and online creators who have done beyond 300K per month with their coaching business. I've added a person in here that's not making that much yet, but he will be because he's on the right track. But the other people in it, in the photo I'm about to show you will. So this is based off these three people: Luke Alexander, Serge Atari, and Nick Setting. I've been watching Nick Setting since I was fifth, since it's 2025 now. I started watching him at the end of 2023. I've been watching Serge Atari since like middle of 2022, and Luke Alexander, I've been watching him since I was 14, so over 3 years. So I've been studying these guys for a while, and that's why I wanted to make this video essentially based around them. This is no guesswork, guys. This is cold hard data. And if you guys want to actually replicate this yourself, this will only work if you're an educational online creator or a coach in the relationship, fitness, or business industry. You have over 5,000 followers on IG and have a personal brand on YouTube, more than 300 followers, or more than 300 subscribers. Why I say this is because the action steps I'm going to be giving you will only work if you have an audience, because that's how these guys made a huge substantial amount of money, because they had an audience. So if you don't meet this criteria, just click off the video. Anyway, let's get into it. Step one: lead generation. The organic strategy and market research part. Okay, so the reason why these guys have done so well and they've gained a huge amount of audience in a short amount of time is because of their emotional hooks. They see SEO, optimized titles, and educational content. Unlike others, they only create educational content. They don't post for the first year or a half. They never ever posted any entertainment content. No motivational videos and none of that. Just raw, straight educational content. And the Instagram stories. They did a three-part story sequence: problem, agitate, solution. This is the reason. This is one of the key components on how big people like this do $50,000 days. You know those videos you see of coaches saying, "Hey guys, I just made 10K and it isn't even the morning, it isn't even afternoon." It's because of this. They have an Instagram story sequence where they build up demand and scarcity, where they get an influx of leads coming in just from their Instagram story, and they sell them all at once. Which they also have a team behind doing that, which is they're like a setter, closer, and that's why they make money whenever they want, because they just implement a story sequence. And market research. They do surveys and polls, Instagram polls and DM surveys, so they can build up and they know what what the what their audience is actually struggling with and what they need help with. One-to-one calls, deep dive into audience pain points, and data-driven offers. Build programs based on the exact client needs. This is no guesswork. The reason why these guys are so successful is because their offer is exactly aligned with the clients and their viewers' problems, which is why they make a huge amount of money. And by the reason why it's so aligned together is because of this one thing: market research. All right, simple. You create educational content on YouTube, create educational content on Instagram. You build a little fan base, little audience on Instagram and YouTube. You do a launch. You get you do a beta or limited offer. You get people into your ecosystem. You build a an MVP, minimum viable product, where you can just do coaching calls with them for a small amount of time. And then in those times, you do market research where you dive deep in their problems. You ask them what's been going on, what's your deepest, what are you struggling with the most. And once you ask these couple of questions, now you have this data. Now you can turn into a data-driven offer. Now you can turn that into an offer that will sell 100% guaranteed, because it matches your audiences and you match your audience's pain points. And most people will be saying the answers you'll be getting from the market research that everyone's going to be a bit similar because everyone's going to say because your content sells the type of content you make, you're going to be attracting a certain amount of person. So once these guys are working with you, they're all going to have similar problems, right? So once you have that, you'll be able to create the perfect offer. This is what these guys have done. The sales process, it's really easy. You just do a pre-sale strategy where you post a. It's really easy, right? Pre-sale strategy. You just, like I said before, you launch a limited beta offer, get people into your ecosystem, right? And then funnel over to a VSL. And the VSL, I'm not going to go too over the VSL, but you're essentially just calling out the problem. You're making the viewer problem aware, product aware, and solution aware. So then by the time they get on the strategy call, you have a high chance of closing them. It's a high chance of them showing up, and it's just they're more likely to want to take you seriously. So if a VSO is essentially the backbone of the sales process, because if you have no VSO, you're not going to get as many you're not going to get as many showed up people into your sales calendar, and people aren't going to take you as seriously because they're not pre-qualified. Your strategy call should be the payment call where they come and they straight away pay you. It shouldn't be an actual strategy call where they hop on and then you have to pre-qualify them. That's the point of the VSO, right? And the fulfillment strategy, the fulfillment system. This is simple. So now you have people coming in, people have paid you the money. So you made 50K off the launch, right? Now you have to actually fulfill it, right? So it's really simple. You can go off these. The reason people pay you a large sum amount of money is because they want to get access to you. They want to get access to the creator. You're the creator, right? So they want coaching calls. You could do coaching calls maybe once or twice a week. You would build a community around it. So if you launch a product and you have 10 people as clients, you could create a little networking community with 10 of them where they work, where they talk with each other, and essentially the whole fulfillment system runs itself because they're helping each other, they're calling each other, they're helping each other out, right? And then while this is happening, you'd be asking them, what can we work on? What can we do better? What would you like to see in the community? And from this feedback loop, you would essentially make the program better and better. But you'd obviously have to have other things into it. Like we could also add a little mini course, coaching course, and normal community. These are like the three main things you can do. But you'd also want to have a revert. You want to have a guarantee, so it reverses a risk. So it's a higher chance of people paying you. So you could say something like, "We'll help you get $50,000. We'll help you get 10K a month with sales with a sales agency, or with high ticket sales in 90 days." And then you could build like one once a week call with the creator, the coach, and then you have a community of a bunch of high ticket sales people that want to learn and get better, and then you have a course as well where they can learn. So it's a three pillar fulfillment system where it just runs on itself, and it's a 90% chance of doing really well and actually succeeding. Don't even know. I'd say 95%. The only reason this wouldn't work is if all your systems are not in place and your backend automations aren't in place as well. And the hidden revenue streams. The reason why these guys make so much money, it's not just from programs, right? It's not just from programs. And you guys can do this as well after. I know a lot of creators, a lot of my friends that are working with creators like you guys, like that are in the education, that are in fitness, business, relationship, where they're making a lot of money, but people want to work with them. So they're a high demand, but some people just don't have money. So what they do is they downsell. So if they can't afford this product, this whole community, not community, so this program, right, that gets them from A to Z, because this is a high ticket. You charge like five k plus. You would just charge them something small, like, oh, you can't afford it, brother. Yeah, that's so good. Just join our low ticket community, where the people that cannot afford anything or they can't afford the 5K, we would just send them down to the low ticket community where we charge someone like $100 a month. And then once they get results, people in the community, once they get results, we just upsell them into that ticket program because they're in our ecosystem. We own the attention. It's a 90% chance. No, it's a very huge likely chance that they're gonna end up buying the high ticket program because once they're in the low ticket program, they're like, oh, this is really well. I'm only paying $100 a month, and then they're gonna get the capital. And they're gonna buy the high ticket program. And you could also just sell digital products. You could sell an app if you're in the fitness industry and they can't, and your client or whatever your prospect can't afford the actual PT, online PT. You could just sell them an app. So like, hey, like if you can't work with me, all good. Here's an app. Still works really good. You'll be able to lose weight. You'll be able to build fat. I mean, not fat. You'll be able to build muscle as well. But you can take this. It'll work. It'll help you out. So then you can. So then later on, once you've burnt a lot of fat or whatever, and you want to reach your next milestone, you can join our program. Right. The point is to nurture these people over time, and to get them into our ecosystem. Right. So you could do that. You could sell the app for like a $250 once thing, or you could even get them into a. You can do the same concept as this, down them to a fitness community. Right. This you could definitely do an extra 20 to 30K a month on this, depending on your audience and your whole brand. Here are the key strategies on what you should do. A lot of people don't talk about this. Right, I kind of put it into little four sectors, four parts. So the authority. I said this in a lot of my videos, but you have to act as an authoritative figure. Here's how it works in the coaching business or online creation or educational space, right? It's either you dominate the industry, or you're getting by, or you're getting left behind. And if you're watching this video, no matter what, you should have the mindset of dominating your market. And the way to dominate your market is you have to come across as an authoritative figure. All right, you have to position yourself as the guide. No one's gonna just watch your videos for like a quick fix. And you want to keep the guys in your ecosystem. You want to be the authority in all aspects of the business. Right? Let's say you're doing high ticket sales. Right? You're a high ticket sales coach. You don't want people just watching your videos to get some clarity on how to get a client. You want them to watch your videos on how to get a client, how to get better at sales, how to make a personal brand on high ticket sales. The whole gist of it, the whole flywheel. You know what I mean, guys? So that's step one. That's the pillar number one. If you want to dominate your market, dominate like these guys. These guys have dominated their industries. So they've been number one. They've been in the game for so long, and number two is because they're authoritative figures. And Luke Alexander does this really well. No one, he's created his own little flywheel of everyone. No one just goes to him for one aspect of his business. Everyone watches him for the whole flywheel, the whole puzzle, the whole pie. No one just goes to him to just watch how to get better at sales. They go to him to watch how do I make content on how to get sales. How do I position my offer as a better salesman? Like differentiate yourself, right? So you guys have to do that as well. Position yourself as an authority. Right, and number two, scarcity. Scarcity. I spoke about this before as well, but when you're launching a product or when you're building your product or your offer and you wanna launch it on Instagram or YouTube or just do a product launch, you have to build up demand and scarcity. You have to, no matter what. You have to essentially build this all around your brand where it's really really hard to get in. Like as in there's limited spots and it's really hard to get in. Where you'd say something like we have 7 spots left. We're only doing 7 spots and closing the next 24 hours. Get in now. We're not opening this up. We're not opening this up for a long time. And from doing that, if you do that and you also have been doing everything I've been saying so far, you will make a lot of fucking money doing this. I can guarantee you. You make a lot of fucking money doing this because you're playing off the human's emotions. You're putting an emotional aspect into this. And this is all built off of these other pillars that I've put in. It all goes hand in hand, right? So use scarcity, demand, urgency, all of these little techniques when you're launching a product. So it gets people to want to buy it. They don't just be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's all good. You want to have a launch date, you want to have an open date and a close date. So everyone knows something huge is happening in that time. All right, and number three, I don't know why so many coaches I've spoke to, a lot of online creators and coaches I've spoke to in the past, they just overcomplicate everything. They just overcomplicate everything. They overcomplicate the systems, the backend automations, the content, everything. Simplicity wins. I say this to a lot of my friends. I actually saw this from a video a while back, but fancy fails, simple scales. I'll say it again. Fancy fails, simple scales. For this whole process, when it comes to simplicity, you literally just need three things: you need Instagram, YouTube, and a calendar. That's all you need. VSL that can come a bit later, but when you're just starting stuff, those are the only three things you need to make your first to add an extra 20 to 40 to reasonably add an extra 20 to 40k. When you want to get to the big numbers, which is beyond 50k to 100k, that's when you'd have to add VSLs back in, all that fluff. But if you want to get into that, you can just hit me up. But I won't go into that just yet. And just by doing the three things, you get sustainable growth. You get sustainable, and I forgot to add one more thing. You get exponential growth. You start doing all this, you're gonna get exponential growth. It's not gonna be linear. Everything's gonna go up all the time. This isn't some quick rich scheme. It's you put the work in and you get a fuck ton of results back, guys, and you will not regret it. You will not regret it. It's really simple. It's really simple. It's not easy. It's really simple. Anyway, here's my proposal, guys. If you guys have liked the video so far, smash the like button, subscribe, and comment on what I should do next. But here's my proposal. If you guys like this whole system and you're thinking of building it out yourself, or you don't know how to do it, but you wanna essentially make 2025 the actual year where you scale your business to that 50 to 100k a month as a high ticket coaching program, or you're an online creator that wants to get to that point, I will personally come on. I will help build and scale your high ticket coaching program by simplifying your systems, attracting the right clients, and increasing your revenue. I'll find your content, streamline your sales process, and I'll create a clear strategy to convert all leads into high paying customers so that you can grow sustainably and focus on delivering results. Book a call in the link below and let's talk. I'm going really hard on my personal brand this year. I'm trying to post as much as possible, 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, guys, try and give me as much feedback as possible. If you guys genuinely think this video is shit, tell me in the comment below that this video is shit and what I can do better. Right? Give me suggestions. Tell me what I did right. Tell me what I did wrong. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.